All right, so today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about Monster Hunter Wilds because I did a poll and 80% said that they wanted content on the game. So the first thing I'm gonna put is my review on it. And before I start the video, usually I do gacha games. This is the first time I'm doing this, so definitely show support if you want to see more content like this or more content on other games. I actually like AAA games like this. I want to like the button so I can understand it or that y'all want to see more of this. Anyway, other than that, make sure you guys also like, comment, subscribe. If you're new, don't forget to share the video, guys. And let's get right into it. All right, so as you can see, I've been playing for 25 hours of Monster Hunter. I know the story is 10 hours. I completed the story. Now, I am going to try my best not to spoil you as much as possible. I don't even remember the monsters' names, so it probably be all right. But anyway, other than that, I have been playing for a good amount of time. I ain't gonna lie. It came out like 2 days ago, and I already done the game. Now, we all know that the story isn't the actual finish of the game. It's just the beginning. I'm gonna be real. The story is just a tutorial. That's what I keep hearing from people. But the thing is, I want to talk about my experience of Monster Hunter in general before we get into this, so I can show how much of a noob I am. I'm gonna be honest with you, right? So, the only other Monster Hunter that I ever played was Monster Hunter Worlds, and that was it. I was gonna play Rise, but I was like, I heard that Wilds was coming out when I was about to buy Rise, and I was like, I might as well wait to Wilds, so that way I don't have like multiple Monster Hunters in the first place, right? And so I only got it, so I got Monster Hunter Wilds. But other than that, that's about the only other Monster Hunter I played. I barely played the World. Now, that's my experience. That's as far as it go. So I'm basically as newbie as you can get. And with Monster Hunter World, I'm gonna be honest, I barely played that. I'm gonna be real. I don't remember how much I have on there. I just know that I barely played it. But other than that, let's get into the review, okay? Because there are a lot of good things about this game and there are some bad things about this game. Now, there is one particular bad thing where it would have made a game of the year for me as of right now, because who knows GTA 6 come out? We all know GTA 6 come out, game of the year for everyone. But the thing is, I can't really make a game of the year because there's one big thing, right? And I can't forgive it. But other than that, the combat in the game is actually, to be honest, for me, it's pretty smooth. It's pretty good. The only gripe that I have about the combat is that the camera doesn't track the actual monster itself. Like you gotta make sure that you are moving your joystick towards the monster, so that way your character actually hits the monster instead of, you know, hitting behind it or hitting air like I have done multiple times. Now, if there is a way to do that, let me know, guys, because I love auto dragging cameras because it's way easier. I know that's one less thing I gotta worry about. And I also played on controller. I know I wanted to play on keyboard and mouse, but I don't know. I don't know if I actually should or not. I may try it out now that I'm done the game, but whatever. Now, like I was saying, the combat is good. I do like the two weapons that I am using, which is basically the dual blades, because I just love dual blades in any game. So I will forever play dual blades in any game. And then also the other one is the insect blade, and the insect blade is actually pretty cool. I like it a lot, especially since like I could like hop up in the air and then just like slash zoom, right? But other than that, by the way, guys, I just want to let you be known, this ain't gonna be a precise kind of review, okay? If you watch my content, you know I don't do precise reviews and into like every little thing, okay? I'm gonna let that be known right now, 4 minutes in. But anyway, other than that, I do like the combat. The combat is really fun and I love it so much. The only gripe, like I said, and when you actually hit hard, it feels like you're actually hitting hard. And against the monsters, I guess you could say it's pretty easy, but we get more of that into the difficulty side. So yeah. But anyway, other than that, the combat, I like it. It's good. Now let's get to the difficulty. Difficulty of the game, I know a lot of people are saying it was easy. To be honest, I'm gonna be real with y'all, I fainted about 3-4 times with the during certain monsters. Now, one of those times that I did faint was totally on me. I was trying to go all in, guns blazing, didn't care about anything, thought that I was just the greatest of all time, and I got clapped. I forgot the heal. I literally forgot the heal. I was like, oh, my health is at like 10%. I don't know why. It just didn't register in my head that my health was at 10%. I thought I had 100. I thought it was an extra 0 there. I'm gonna be real. And I got clapped. But other than that, I did fall a couple of times. I'm not the best at Monster Hunter Wilds, okay? I'm not the best at Monster Hunter in general. So, like I said, I'm basically a noob. So this is like a news gamer gotcha gamer review on the freaking game in the first place, right? But I think the difficulty, from what I usually hear about Monster Hunter games, I think it was actually pretty easy, but at the same time it makes sense though, because you will want the game to start off easy and then get harder as it goes on, because if you started off extremely hard, then nobody's going to play it. That's like let's be real, if you started Elden Ring off with the difficulty of the tree sentinel when you first fight it, that's the first boss that you fight as like the actual first boss, because you could just skip the tree sentinel until you come back and just one tap that thing. But if you had to start off like that, then a lot of people would not play Elden Ring. I'm gonna be honest, a lot of people probably would be like, I'm done. But if you started off like how you start off with, I think Godred is the first one, which actually is a pretty simple boss. They teach you the mechanics, you know, and then you slowly trickle the difficulty in more and more as it goes on and on. Then it makes it so that the people that actually play in the game, noob or pro, the pro probably a little bit madder, right? But mainly the noobs, you get more people in your game, because now by the time they hit like the actual hard difficulty, they already probably got like 10-15 hours in, so they like, I'm ready to fight. I could do this, I got this. And then they get clapped, and then they're like, oh, mimic tier. But other than that, this is the Elden Ring game, okay? But this is Monster Hunter, so it's like the same thing. I see why they're doing it, because I did hear that they are gonna make things harder as they release more content for the game, which I can't wait for. I'm gonna be honest, as this technically my actual first Monster Hunter game, I love it so much. Like this game, I've been playing this game non-stop. Like if I had any of my friends that, like, if I had any of them come on right now and say, like, vouch for me, they definitely would, because I have been playing it non-stop 24/7. And bro, yesterday I played it for about 12 hours straight. That's how I finished the story. But anyway, the next thing I want to get into is the story. Now I'm gonna try to make this as non-spoilerous as possible. I don't know, you can skip this part if you want to, because who knows. But anyway, basically the story in the game, 10 out of 10 in my opinion. I love it so much. Like, you got a witty banter that is actually funny. It's not like they, you know, it's not like the Marvel banner where they actually try hard, but it's just like, hey, you know, that was kind of funny to say. All right, let's continue, right? It's kind of is lighthearted, but then not lighthearted. Now, the only thing that I can say is probably that, like, for me, the stakes wasn't high enough because somebody didn't get murdered. Okay, that's about it. That's about it all. But other than that, I think to be honest, even without that, I think the story is literally a 10 out of 10. Like, I love it so much. Like, you got the ups, you got the downs. We fighting to do this certain thing. I'm trying to be as vegan as possible. We fighting to do this certain thing, to beat this certain monster, and that monster I wanted to beat so much, and then like, it's so good. It's so good. I can't say that, because then it spoils you certain parts. Oh my gosh, I'll try my best. But basically, you fight this certain monster, and then like everything happens, and then it's so hard to explain it without spoiling it. Just know that the story is a good story. If you don't continue after that, okay, whatever. At least finish the story in the game, because it is good. It is so good, and I love it so much. But other than that, the other thing is the aspect of the games, like the gear and how everything looks. I'm gonna be honest, that's just a 10 out of 10 in general. Like everything, the way everything looks in the game, like the armor, all of that, I love it so much. Now, the last thing is the monsters. Now, again, I never played World. I barely played the other one. I never even played the other ones. I barely played World, okay? So the monsters, for me, they always going to be basically new, and I like all of them. I like they all actually have a good amount of combat. It takes a minute for me to kill most of them, because I mean, I ain't that good, okay? So I don't know if there is a thing where you can just one tap a monster in this game, but I can't do it, okay? I can't do it. But at the end of the day, now let's get into the only thing that makes it a not good game. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. It's the way it runs on the computer. Now, let me tell y'all my computer, right? Let me tell y'all my computer. You know what? I'm gonna even open up Task Manager for this, so that way I know that I am not lying to you guys, because I don't 100% remember what I have in my computer. I'm like, I mean, I do, but I just want to make sure that I ain't tripping, because I have been trying to look for something to upgrade, but then I realized I was like, why would I need to upgrade anything? I don't need to upgrade. That's how good my computer is. But anyway, over to that, guys. All right, so what I have running in this computer, now it ain't the beefiest, I'm gonna let that be known right now, but it's pretty up par. Anyway, I have a CPU AMD Ryzen 9 5900X 12 processor, whatever, right? I have 32 gigabytes of memory. I have 2 SSDs and 1 HDD, and then I have another HDD that's plugged in, but we don't talk about any of those. We don't, nobody really need to know about all that, right? And then the last thing that I have is a NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4080 Super Ti. I don't know why it doesn't say Ti in the thing, but I guess Super and the Super Ti is kind of the same thing anyway. But anyway, I have that, which has 16 gigabytes of memory on that, but whatever, right? Or 32 gigabytes, I don't know, man. It has memory on it. So anyway, other than that, that's my computer. And like the requirements for Steam is like a 2060 or something like that, super. But with that game running, the max, like I'm gonna be honest, in the beginning part of the game, I get about like 30. I saw it drop down to 8 before, but I get like 30, 10. Maybe pushing like 40 sometimes, and that was before, because before that I was getting like 30, 20, and then I had to lower the settings down because everything you know, games pre-put on what they think your graphics card can handle. My graphics card wasn't even like nowhere near 99% anywhere. It was nowhere near 90%. It was nowhere near 70% when it was playing the game, okay, throughout the whole gameplay. And I don't know why, but the thing it did, like I don't know why it's so bad. That's the only thing. I don't know why it's so bad. This is a AAA game, and you tell me they don't know how to make a game that's optimized for stuff. Now I know I think they said that they were working and trying to fix the optimization on stuff, but at the end of the day, I don't think it should have came out like that in the first place because it's dumb. But anyway, other than that, I mean, honestly, like you see my computer and I can barely run it at 60 frames. But the weird thing about it is, in the beginning part of the game, like the first half of the game, it like the horrible, like 30 frames less at 1080p, like crazy. But then like, and DLSS was, I think, on balance or whatever it's called. Like ray tracing was on ultra though, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But then you get to the later part of the game, like near the ending part, for whatever reason, I'm guessing probably because I don't know if it's more optimized or if it's more, what you could say, like less stuff to render in. I don't know. But near the ending part of the game, that's when my frames started to go up instead of going down, which was kind of weird to me. Because near the ending part of the game, I was getting like 50 to 60 frames per second versus being in the same place in the early part of the game before getting to that, the other parts. Like if I go back to that same part, I have like 30, 20 frames, but then later down in the game, I end up having like 40 to 50 frames, like 20, basically like 10 to 20 frames more, which I'm not sure if they had an update before that or not. I know it's updating right now, and it's updated, it's patching itself. But at the end of the day, I'm not entirely 100% sure what was happening with that, but I do know one thing is that this would be one of my favorite, well, it is one of my favorite games of the year still, but this would be like literally, I would say, game of the year contender if only the way it runs didn't run the way it ran. Because if it ran flawlessly or at least perfectly, I understand that bugs is gonna happen, right? But even in the beta, that it was running horrible. Like it crashed on me a few times. Like one time I literally was just sitting there because I went to go do something, so I had to like just leave my stuff there, right? And I was just sitting there and it crashed for no reason. Like literally I was just sitting there. It was zoomed in on my character face because it was a dialogue that I had to click basically to start the game, like not to start the mission, and it just crashed for whatever reason. I don't know why. And then also because this game tells you to put on frame regeneration, I can't. I'm gonna be honest, I can't put that on. Now why can't I put on frame regeneration? Because for whatever reason, every time that I click the enable frame generation on a 4080 Super, it just kills the game instantly. I don't know why, other than the horrible way it runs. I think Monster Hunter Wilds is actually a good game. I love it so much. I don't know what type of footage I'm gonna put on here. Hopefully it's gonna be spoiler free. Hopefully. That's all I can say. But anyway, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe if you're new enough to share the video. If y'all want to see more, just definitely like and leave how y'all feel about Monster Hunter Wilds in the description below. I know people usually give ratings and stuff like that, so I guess I give a rating out of this. I give it, to be honest, an 8 out of 10. The only two things is mainly is the optimization. The optimization is definitely 2 points for me because I like how a game runs and I like how a game looks. But I mean, if it ain't there, it ain't there. So either way, other than that, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe if you don't forget to share the video, guys. I'll see you guys in another video. And yes, I have been playing Monster Hunter Wilds. That's why there haven't been that many videos. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. I know Fish just had an update. Maybe check that out at some point. I'm still on the Monster Hunter grind, but I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Peace.